Welcome to Module 6, UDL Assessments, Practical Applications of UDL. In this session, we will identify at least one way to make the assessment of the goal flexible and explain how that option reduces a barrier to support all learners. In our previous sessions, we learned that UDL goals focus on clearly defined, flexible learning outcomes that accommodate the variability of all learners, emphasizing mastery of content rather than the rigid performance criteria. UDL methods involve using diverse and flexible instructional materials to engage students, offering multiple approaches to teaching that cater to the different learning preferences and needs of our learners. UDL materials include a variety of flexible resources that provide multiple ways for students to access information and demonstrate their learning, ensuring accessibility for all. UDL assessments are designed to be flexible and inclusive, offering multiple ways for students to demonstrate what they know. The goal is to remove barriers to traditional assessments by providing choices in how students express their understanding. Traditional assessments, such as written reports or tests, can limit students based on their specific challenges. UDL assessments allow learners to demonstrate their knowledge in ways that align with their strengths, not just their challenges. To develop a UDL assessment, we first identify our key goals. In this scenario, we are understanding the key events of World War II. We then provide students with multiple options for demonstrating their knowledge. We develop rubrics that assess the content knowledge regardless of the format chosen. And we encourage reflection and feedback from students on how the assessment format supported their learning. Assessment alignment is important. For our current goal, students will understand the key events leading to World War II and write a report summarizing their findings. The assessment is a traditional one, a written report. Potential barriers with this assessment include writing challenges, limited engagement or interest, and lack of opportunity for creative expression or collaboration. One of the major benefits of UDL assessments is offering multiple options for students to demonstrate their understanding. One option for an assessment based on this goal is to create a multimedia presentation summarizing the key events leading to World War II. These presentations can be videos, podcasts, or infographics. The barrier is reduced because students who struggle with writing or traditional reports are offered a visual or auditory format. This assessment also supports all learners because it allows students to express their understanding through multiple forms, encouraging creativity and using their strengths. An oral presentation or podcast is also an option. Instead of writing, students can record a podcast or give an oral presentation on the events leading to World War II. This addresses barriers for students who struggle with written expression but excel in verbal communication. Students can express their ideas verbally, providing a different way to demonstrate their knowledge. A collaborative group project is also an option. Students can work in groups to create a shared timeline, digital map, or class presentation. This provides support through collaboration, allowing students to leverage peer strengths and work together. This encourages teamwork and helps reduce the pressure on individual students to produce a lengthy written report. Choice boards are also a UDL assessment option. A menu of assessment options allows students to choose how they want to demonstrate their learning. This removes the one-size-fits-all assessment model, empowering students to choose formats that match their strengths and learning preferences. Students feel more engaged and motivated when they have the autonomy in how they express their understanding. When allowing the students to have options in their assessments, we must create a rubric. Some of the criteria for the rubric could be the content knowledge. Does the student demonstrate clear understanding of key events leading to World War II? A creativity and expression. Uses multimedia effectively to convey the key ideas. Collaboration. Works effectively in a group to present shared findings. And clarity of communication. Ideas are clearly communicated in the chosen format. In this bottom right corner, you may click to see an example of this rubric. You may also find it in the File section. Learning profiles and classroom snapshots can be utilized to inform us of assessment options. When you have writing and language barriers, options like multimedia or oral presentations remove the need for extensive written work. Creativity and engagement are enhanced by providing choices in assessments to help students engage with the material in a way that is meaningful and interesting to them. The cognitive load is reduced with group projects or choice boards by providing collaborative support or varied assessment options. The UDL approach to assessment is to utilize various assessment formats to accommodate our diverse learners. Let's reflect. What flexible assessment option would you like to try in your classroom and why? How can you modify your current assessments to be more inclusive and reduce barriers? How can you utilize your learner profiles and/or classroom snapshots to assist with your assessments? Flexibility in assessments provides students with multiple means of demonstrating their knowledge. Offering diverse assessment formats reduces barriers and supports all learners. By incorporating UDL principles in assessments, teachers create an inclusive environment where students can thrive. Now it's your turn. Review the assessment from a previous, current, or future lesson plan, the same one you've used throughout the modules. Identify the barriers in your assessment with the 3 UDL principles in mind. Revise your assessments for flexibility and reduce barriers. This is the assignment for this module. Please complete this assignment before your specialist visits your school. Please be sure you have completed all requirements for this module. The next will not open until all of the requirements of this one are complete. These include your content page, discussions, assignments, and quizzes. Here are some resources that will assist you with UDL assessments. You may also utilize these references to assist you with understanding the assessments with UDL.